Welcome back. As the Penguins continue to assemble a roster, I want to start first with a guy that a lot of people wanted to be back here, many thought would be back here, Marc-Andre Fleury. Once Vegas said, no, we're not going to keep you around. In fact, we don't need anything in return, just Chicago take all the $7 million, which they gladly did. Today he said he's going to play in Chicago. Josh, was there any legitimate chance that he could have been here, and is there still a chance? Because there could be a trade, who knows when. Do you think he'll end up here? And if not here, what do they do in goal? Because they're going to have basically the same two guys.
Yeah, not a boring week in the life of Marc-Andre Fleury. I can tell you he didn't want to go to Chicago when the trade was made. And I think you're seeing his natural character show up here. He is not only a really nice person, but he's image conscious. He knows he doesn't look great if he tells Chicago, hey, I don't want to play for you. So, okay, he's going to go play there. Do I think there's a real chance when he becomes an unrestricted free agent next summer, he will sign in Pittsburgh? I do, so long as the Penguins will have him. The fact is he's still one of the best goaltenders in hockey. The Penguins need a goaltender. We all know this. I am surprised Ron Hextall was not more aggressive in terms of bringing in another goaltender to Pittsburgh. If they are going to say, hey, Tristan Jarry's our guy entering the season, we're going Jarry into Smith, I don't think anybody takes the Penguins seriously as Stanley Cup contenders, especially with Evgeny Malkin out. I've heard he could miss a couple of months to start the season. It wouldn't shock anyone if that happens. They've got some real problems on this roster right now, and they didn't do much to help themselves in the past week.
They didn't have the cap room. I mean, all the Marc-Andre Fleury talk, I get it. He won cups here. I get the love for Marc-Andre Fleury, but it was never a fit. They never had the type of cap room where they could have acquired Marc-Andre Fleury without dumping a huge name or dumping a couple of players which wouldn't have made you cup ready anyhow. It just didn't work for $7 million to get Marc-Andre Fleury. It makes much more sense to try to sign him next year. Of course, that's another year on to and you have to re-sign Malkin and Letang, and there's a lot of other decisions. But it just never made sense to me. I mean, they signed a nice young goaltender, a guy who could be a prospect, take a couple of years. Maybe he's the answer of the future, but it's going to be Tristan Jarry. They've decided that, and honestly, they didn't have the cap room to do anything crazy. Yeah, I agree with Josh, they could have upgraded, but this whole Fleury talk, I don't know how that was ever realistic for this team.
Plus, he was always going to report to Chicago. He had $7-some million reasons to. I mean, let's not lose sight of that. A nice guy aside and all of that, it was a $7 million decision. Yes, he's going to go play hockey in Chicago. That being said, there was something that was very interesting to me, and it was, I think, Josh, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was on breakup day, non-traditionally, it'd be a Zoom, whenever Hextall and Burke both had sort of unyielding confidence in Tristan Jarry. And I was trying to read the tea leaves and figure, is this just what a general manager and a hockey ops guy or whatever, president, is this just what they say to try to keep someone's confidence up and it's just kind of coach speak and front office speak? Or is this true? And then it kind of winds up to where I think if you really look at it, when they had this unyielding confidence in Jarry, maybe they really feel like, and I don't feel this way, but maybe they really feel like they've seen something in him where they want to give him one more chance. I kind of thought they were full of it when they said it. Maybe they meant those words, like they liked the regular season and the body of work from him enough to hand the keys to the franchise for him for a finite period of time headed into next year.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things you got to watch out. It's still not a complete roster. In fact, it looks like they haven't really done anything to upgrade at all. They brought in some guys. But real quick, round the horn. So are you all of the belief that there's not going to be another play, whether it is a trade or anything else for a goaltender? Because there's trades are still out there to be made, and they may have to give up a talented forward to do it. Jeff, we'll start with you on this one, and make it quick, please.
Yeah, I just don't know how they find the money to get anything of consequence. Maybe they do trade for a veteran goaltender somewhere down the line. They pick one off of waivers or something like that, but I don't see it.
These are your two goalies for next year for the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Yeah, I agree with that. And to me, this might be a fringe playoff team looking at the roster right now. They did not get better this summer.
No, that's a shame because this division is going to be back to where it was normally, not what we saw last year. So you invite Carolina back into it. That's a really good team that's getting better and better, it seems, every year. So we'll see how that goes. But still a lot of time left. Ron Hextall's pretty patient, and he's going to be judged accordingly as this season begins. We're going to take a break. When we come back, Olympic topic involving Simone Biles, one of the most decorated gymnasts ever. but there's some controversy involved. We'll debate that coming up next right here on the #1 Cochran Sports Showdown.